Y'all, 2023 is coming. What's up everyone, it's Katherine Doskočivá and we're here on another video of mine that is going to be rather lengthy since I'm going to be talking about 2022, going to be reviewing this year. I'm going to be talking about some changes that happened in my life, how I changed, and of course I'm gonna talk about what helped me, as well as some wishes, resolutions, and goals that I have for 2023. So let's go. First thing I would like to talk about is my relationships this year. From January up until May to June, things were like going in a straight line. I was with Patya. I knew it was like things are gonna continue being like that. They're just gonna continue being like that. But then after some incidents in April, I started seeing that I was rather forcing myself in this relationship, and I was just keeping this relationship because I was extremely attached and because of the routine we had built together over these 3 years. And I started seeing myself forcing myself to have to message him, to snap him. I was always getting anxious. I would always be anxious about, did I text him, did I not text him, and things. And I started seeing that this is not really normal. But I brushed it off because I was like, it's gonna be fine, it's just some phase, it's gonna go away. And then I met Luca. And I realized that all the things that I was brushing off, they couldn't be fixed. There was no way to fix it. No matter how much I would try to fix things, they just couldn't get fixed anymore. I just had to give up. I had to give up and choose myself over that relationship that no longer served neither me nor Patya. So June 24th, I'm texting Patya. I'm telling him I want to end it. He seems to be rather agreeable about it. And then sooner that day, I get with Luca after 10 days of knowing him. Things are quite good. They're really, really good in summer. They're really good, except for some things that happened in August, but we managed to overcome these things. Then in the beginning of September, he disappeared for 2 weeks, and then he came back on September 20th telling me that he wants to end the relationship. And ever since the breakup, my intrusive thoughts start hitting me. I start getting rather impulsive. I start overthinking a lot. I start getting really anxious. I always check his locations. I check if he checked my messages, if he opened my snaps or anything. I started feeling obligated to send him snaps because he was on my number 1 and I wanted to keep him like that and things. And it just kept on being like that. And I was like, what's wrong with me? Why am I doing that? I thought it was related to me. I thought that I did something. I thought that it was my fault or something. And I thought that I was at fault for these things happening and that it was me being like that. But after the incident happened in this December, on December 11th, and he told me that he started dating his girl best friend of a year, I realized that it wasn't just me being impulsive or me not being able to control myself and my emotions being all over the place because I was just being impulsive, because I wasn't being unfair or something. I realized that my intuition and my soul, my conscience was telling me that things are over. No matter how much you try to see if he ever wants to get back with you, it's not gonna happen. It's over. The moment he said it's over, it's over. And then I realized that this is why I was being like that. I was just holding on to him once again. I was holding on to someone once again, just because of being attached. And the moment he told me that he started dating his girl best friend, I told him that I'm happy for him, but that I cannot be around him anymore. So I added him on Discord, on Snapchat, I unfollowed him on Instagram, I deleted his number. I just cut off contact with him immediately after he told me that he started dating his girl best friend of a year, because I knew that I couldn't be able to handle it, and I knew that it was over. It was over, and I had to choose myself. And no matter how much I would try to hold on to Summer was no longer my reality. Like, Summer was just now memories, and as much as it hurts, I also don't want them back. I really don't want these, like, I don't want Summer back, or him back, for that matter, because, even if he comes back, nothing's gonna be the same anymore. It's not gonna be the way it was, because these incidents happened, and it's just gonna be toxic for me, because I truly realized that I get really attached to people. I get unhealthily attached to people, and it's ruining me because I start changing my plans in order to match with their plans. I try changing my lifestyle in order to match to their lifestyle. I do things that I shouldn't be doing. I start to like shrink myself in order to fit in with them, and I start to completely like I stop being myself. My whole identity, I'm just no longer being myself, and I'm just copying what my partner does so that I can fit in with my partner. And for once in my life, after 5 years, after 5.5 years, I want to be single. I just want to be single. I want to be by myself. I want to be true to myself. I want to be honest to myself. I want to be kind to myself. I want to do all of these things without being attached to anyone, without having to rely to anyone. Without having to worry about a partner, about how a partner is doing, about whether they're fine or not, without having to spend a big amount of time with someone else, and not really having time for myself anymore. I realized that now that I'm single, especially, I realized that now nothing is holding me back. I can do whatever the fuck I want, anytime I want. No one can tell me whether to do something or not. No one is keeping me. And honestly, no one can actually keep anyone. We're the ones keeping ourselves. And I am keeping myself from a lot of things when I'm in relationships, because I feel like I do not have the freedom that I have when I'm not with someone. But honestly, I haven't been alone in so long that I don't even know what it's like being completely free, like having freedom. I have cut contact with both Luca and Patya. I don't really talk to them anymore, and I think it's better that way, because it's just better for all of us, all three of us. It's better for my mentality and for their mentality, because with Patya, he would keep on feeling bad, and me being around would only hurt him more. And with Luca being around, I would feel more hurt. It would only hurt me more and more. And I would be stuck. I would be stuck in the same place, reminiscing summer and what happened in summer, and not being able to look forward. I would just be stuck in summer, like I had been the entirety of autumn. I was stuck in summer. And the moment I cut off contact with Luca, I started being able to see the future, to look forward, to finally leave August, because I was stuck in August, honestly. Like, the last time that I was actually considered Luca's girlfriend. And I was stuck in that timeline. And now I'm no longer stuck in that timeline. He's no longer around. He's not really here anymore to remind me of those things. It's all just memories in my head. And they're memories that I can't control because I can't control how I feel about things. And I can't control what I do now because I no longer have someone that keeps on reminding me of the same thing again and again. So I'm finally ready to enter 2023 as a single lady, and being ready to just give it my all and not hold back in any way. The next thing I would like to talk about is school. I never really actually paid attention much to school or really studied much because I was just always not really into it and not really into studying much or learning new things. I always found school understimulating for my brain, and I would get bored very easily. I didn't really find interest in any subject except for English, usually. No subject was really interesting to me, neither Greek nor math, specifically math and things like physics and shit. I never really cared about these things, and I honestly still don't. But ever since the moment I stepped foot in the schoolyard this school year, I told myself, you're studying. You're gonna study this year, and you're going to do well at school because you have set some goals and some high goals, and you want to achieve these goals, so you have to study in order to be able to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. And so I've been doing my best to pay attention to class as much as I can, even though it is sometimes still difficult for me to pay attention to some classes because they are extremely understimulating in my opinion, so my brain just gets tired and I start falling asleep in class a lot. And even at home with studying, many times things get really the moment things get difficult for me in a subject that I don't like, I start just digging for the answers online or on the answer sheet because I don't really want to put all of my energy to a certain thing that I don't even like. But overall, I can say that my attendance in class has improved, and I've also not really skipped any day of school this year except for 2 periods that I missed because I didn't sleep early enough the night before. But overall, I can say that things have been going rather well for me at school. I've been doing my best. I've been showing up, been as consistent as I possibly could. I've done my best in that. I've tried to take as many breaks as I can when I'm able to because I have a really busy schedule on the weekdays because of my evening classes and everything, so they also take up quite some time, and I also have to study for those classes. But I've been trying to give myself as many breaks as I can and trying to spend time apart from school, as well as when I see that I really cannot study, I'm almost falling asleep on my desk because it's how tiring things are for me at that moment. I give myself a break and just rest, and if I'm able to continue, I continue. If I'm not able to continue, I just try to do something else to not overwork myself because I study on a daily basis, and even that in itself is already a lot for me, someone who's not really used to studying daily. And I also try to schedule out my day, to write down my day to make sure that I have a plan of what's ahead of me and everything, because I don't want to be doing things without having a certain plan. Otherwise things get really messy and unorganized, and it's even more stressful for me because I just don't know what I have to do. I don't know what's due when, so it's all just getting worse and worse for me if I don't have a specific schedule, you know? Yeah. As for my myself and my relationships with people apart from romantic relationships, I've started realizing that I shouldn't be dependent on other people. I should have people that are reliable and that I can depend on, but I shouldn't depend on specific people about everything. And I shouldn't really depend on people and always expect people to be around. I shouldn't just expect someone to be there for me. And that I shouldn't expect someone to be a good friend to me. I had to give up on some friendships that were really dear to me because I realized that these people were draining from me and they were just toxic. They were really toxic because I started going forward. With my life. I started changing. My mindset started changing, and I saw them being stuck in that same place that I was at just a few months ago. And I saw them just being stuck there and being persistent. They were just persistently hurt themselves. They just wanted to feel the pain. They always wanted to be in pain. They didn't even try to feel better. And even if they did try to feel better, they would do it by doing unhealthy things like binge drinking or even doing drugs, smoking a lot, going out with people that are bad for them, messing around with other guys, and doing risky things, honestly. And I realized that this is not a good behavior. This is not something that this is not a person I can hang out with, because this person is full of full of fucking negativity in their life. Their life is full of negative things, and they don't even want to get better. They just don't want to get better. They just want to be stuck in that place, in that really dark place, and they don't want to go forward. They don't want to move forward with their life. They don't want to become a better version of themselves. They don't want to see themselves being happy. They don't want to see themselves succeeding in anything. They just want to be, I don't know. I don't even understand these kind of people anymore. So I realized that if I want to be able to keep on moving forward, and in order for me to be able to be the best version of myself and to be the healthiest version of myself too, I need to give up on some people that don't serve me anymore, that their lifestyle no longer aligns with mine. They don't want to get better, they don't want to be healthier, they don't want to be happier. They just want to be stuck in a depressed state, and they just want to harm themselves all the time. So I realized that no matter how bad I feel about these people, and no matter how much I understand that it is not easy to get into a better mindset and to get healthier, I cannot be around these kind of people that no longer have any hopes in life, people that just don't see anything good in life, and just have one, the only path they see is the path to more and more darkness. There's no light in their life anymore, and I cannot be around such people, because it is exactly such people that are going to bring me down, and that are going to hurt me, that are going to make me go back to habits that I used to have, that I no longer want to have, because they're toxic. And other stuff about my personal life, my emotions, I've been more capable of controlling my emotions and dealing with my emotions more. And especially, like I said, now that I no longer have a partner or anything, I can finally start depending on myself more. I can finally start focusing on myself more, spending more time with myself, doing more things for myself, being my own best friend, being my own partner, doing everything for myself this time, not really having to worry about anything else, really. Just doing that. And like gaining even more confidence about myself on a deeper level, not just about my face or my hair or my body, like on a deeper level, like my personality, my soul, like gaining confidence about these parts of myself, about my flaws and everything, being more accepting of myself so that I can be more accepting to other people in my life. And I feel like that is one of the best things that I can do now that the new year is coming. This is the video for today. I hope it helps some of you that are struggling with a lot of things right now, that it helps you to help you build healthier habits for next year and things. And I hope that it helps you see the light and see that you can fight you can fight the impulse that you may have and everything. And I'm going to see you all in the next video. Bye!